Hey everyone, so in today's video we'll be learning all the basic stitches in crochet which you need to know. So for that we'll also need to learn the basic terms of crochet. So this is the yarn, this is a hook. I usually use a 3 mm hook and it is recommended for beginners. So you need to make a slip knot, for which you will take your yarn like this and then you will take out your fingers and then twist them. So you form the loop on your two fingers. Then using your two fingers and a thumb, you will grab the tail on this hand and you will put your finger through that loop you formed, and you can tighten it with the help of these two yarns by pulling them like this. So here's a loop. This is a slip knot. We need to put a hook into that and then we'll tighten it by pulling the yarn tail. So we have to adjust it so that it can move freely. So for that you have to learn how to hold your hook and your yarn. So I use this way to hold my yarn like this. You will go under our index finger and then over. I'll hold it like this and then we'll stop at our middle finger. Then we'll hold it with the help of a thumb and middle finger, a work. Then you can hold your yarn like this or like this. So I hold it like this. You can hold it in your own way. So we need to make a chain, for which we need to make an yarn over. So yarn over is like you put your hook behind the yarn, the working yarn, and this is a tail. So you have to put your hook behind and then see it forms like this of a structure, and see this is a loop. Okay, the loop, and we need to pull your yarn, the hook, from this loop, so it forms a chain. V-like structure we have formed is a chain. So then we will repeat the process, and it's called in yarn over when we put a hook behind the yarn and we pull it through the loop. So basically yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through gently. So be sure that you don't pull it very tight or very loose, because that will affect your stitches. So then you will again yarn over and pull through, so we form a chain. So these are the loops. This the V structure, it has two lines like this. So the line on this side is the back loop of the chain here, and this side is the front loop. So when we work into the chain, we work into the back loop only. So this would be, so we'll doing a single crochet. For the single crochet, this is a chain and this is the chain nearest to a hook, this, but we'll skip this and we usually go into the second chain from the hook. So we put a hook into the second chain like this. We put a hook, then we yarn over and pull through the first loop like this, and we have two loops on a hook. So we are going to again yarn over and we are going to pull through both of those loops. So we formed a single crochet. For single crochet we need to insert a stitch, sorry, the hook into the stitch next, and then we need to yarn over and pull through that stitch. So we form two loops. We are going to yarn over and pull through both of that, put into the loop and pull through. Then we have this. Then we will yarn over again and pull through the two loops. So we form single crochets right here, and single crochets are formed for if you need to turn your work, like work to increase that, then you will simply turn your work like this and you will work like this, so it goes same. So that's a single crochet. So we just now saw how to make a single crochet. Now the next stitch would be half double crochet. So half double crochet, we need to start with the number of chains, any number of chains you need for that project, and then what we'll do is we'll yarn over. Okay, so you need to insert that hook with the yarn over and the existing loop into your next stitch right here, back loop. Okay, then you will yarn over and pull through the first loop. Okay, then you will yarn over, but you have to pull through all of those three. So we formed a half double crochet. So for that, into the other chains, we also need to yarn over and insert into the next stitch. Then we are going to yarn over again, and that gives us 3 loops. For that we need to yarn over and pull through all of the 3 loops. For then we'll yarn over into the stitch, yarn over, pull through the first loop, and then yarn over and we'll pull through all of the 3 loops. Okay, so we formed double crochet, sorry, half double crochet by mistake. So then every time we get 3 loops, and then we'll have to pull through all those 3. So this is half double crochet, and for its turning point we also have to do the same. We just have to turn our work and we get the same chain V-like structures, and we can work on top of those. So this is a half double crochet. So the next stitch we have to learn after half double crochet is double crochet. So double crochet, we need to work into the chain again. We can start with any number of chains as per the project you are working. So then we'll do a yarn over for half a double crochet, and we'll insert into the second chain from the hook like this. So like half double crochet, we have to pull through one loop, but here's the difference. You have to yarn over and pull through only 2 of the loops here. Okay, and we have 2 loops remaining. We have to yarn over and pull through both of the loops, so we form a double crochet. Okay, so we have to again yarn over and put through the next stitch, pull through, and then we'll yarn over. Only 2 loops we have to pull through, and then with 2 loops we have to again yarn over and pull through. So that gives us double crochet. Yarn over into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over only through 2 stitches, and then yarn over only through 2 loops, remaining ones. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through only 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we formed a double crochet. Okay, so now the last stitch we need to know the treble crochet. Okay, so for the treble crochet we need to yarn over twice instead of one yarn over. So yarn over. Okay, so then we'll need to insert into the next chain, and so we need to yarn over and pull through the first loop only. Okay, not through anyone. Then okay, we have 4 loops on a hook as we see. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through only the 2 loops. Okay, so we have 3 loops. We have to yarn over, pull through only 2, yarn over, pull through only 2. So this is a treble crochet in which you need to yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through only 2, then yarn over, pull through only 2, and then yarn over, pull through only 2. So that gives us treble crochet. Yarn over twice and insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, sorry, yarn over, pull through 2. So that gives a treble crochet. It looks like this. Okay, so these are all the basic stitches you need to know, and we also learn terms like the back loop and the front loop of the chain. So if we see, basically a chain has like V-like structure in which the side which is towards the hand is the back loop, and this side is the front loop, and yarn over is like when we put a hook behind. Okay, so thank you.